Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I thought I would just have a little discussion with you guys. Um, as gamers, when a game isn't good, we jump to blame the developers, we blame the publishers, and don't get me wrong, they are to blame to an extent. When you have a developer that don't care, when you have a publisher that just wants to get out game after game and all they see is dollar signs, you know, it's definitely on them. Don't get me wrong. But do we have a part that we play in that as the gamer? And yes, we do. We play a huge part in this, right? Because take a game like Fernbus, right? Every patch that's released, we are hoping and praying that the game's going to be fixed, right? They're going to fix everything in the game. Everything's going to be perfect. And they just don't. Half the time, when they patch things, they either don't fix the things that should be fixed, or they break new things. And with this game in particular, we don't even get the courtesy of being told what they fixed in a patch that they have released. Now, I can understand, I guess, to some extent, not announcing it prior to the patch, but once you release the patch, you should tell us what was fixed. I don't understand, and anybody who defends that kind of mentality, saying that, well, they don't want to tell anybody because what if this wasn't fixed? What? You put the patch out. What did you fix in the patch? It's a very simple answer to a question. When you sent the patch off, what did you fix? I don't think it's too much to ask. But again, with every patch that we get, we have these, delusions of grandeur that they're going to fix everything. On PS5, the night to day transitions are going to be fixed, and the AI is going to be fixed, and it's going to look better, and there's not going to be any pop-in, and all this stuff, and nothing gets done, and nothing gets fixed. So who's to blame for that, right? It's that thing where it's like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right? And it's the same thing with the DLCs. They release DLCs, and we have these high expectations that the DLCs are going to be some kind of amazing thing, and they're not. They're just not. But we keep buying them, right? We keep giving Aerosoft money. We keep buying the DLCs. We keep these developers and these publishers in business. And I'm to blame. Of course, I'm to blame. I buy the DLCs as well. For someone like me, my channel kind of depends on these things. But at some point, you have to look in the mirror and say, we are contributing to the mediocrity of it all. If we keep supporting these developers and supporting these publishers, we keep buying the DLCs, then really, who can you blame for that? You know what I mean? If you keep expecting different results, then that's kind of our fault. I've seen so many people that they want this Denmark DLC so bad, and I've seen the reviews on Steam. It does not get good reviews. It's very poorly reviewed on Steam, and that's on PC. So if it's not good on PC, I don't feel it's going to be that good on console. But everybody is just dying for it. They all want it, and it's probably going to do well when it gets released. Everybody's going to buy it. Everybody has the game is going to buy it because they want to drive to new cities and have a new country in the game. But again, nothing is getting fixed. They have a new bus that's going to be coming out, the Handvool or the Van Hool or whatever the hell it is they're calling it. They have the Denmark DLC. They still haven't fixed the first two DLCs that we bought, right? Well, not the first one isn't as bad, but the second one, they still haven't fixed that. They still haven't fixed things that are in the game that should have been fixed, the first or second patch. So what are we doing? We are continuing to support a publisher who just don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about the gamer. They don't care about this game. All they care about is the money that you're spending on their game. And, I know I'm going to get comments that they're going to say, well, that's every developer. That's the point. It's business. Yes, you're right. It is business. But at some point, if you keep putting out bad products, okay, if you keep putting out games that are bugged and they don't work well and you don't fix them and you don't communicate with anybody, then somewhere along the line, a message has to be sent. And the only way that message is going to be sent is through finances. Okay, if they start to lose money, then they're going to be forced to make a change. And this is just me, guys. This is just me talking. This is just my opinion. I know this will never happen in a million years because, and again, I enjoy the game. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't enjoy the game, but I'm just saying you can't expect things to change the way they are. As long as everybody's supporting Aerosoft and supporting this game and supporting their games and buying the DLCs, it's not just Aerosoft, it's any game. Any game out there that refuses to fix their games or, refuses to hear the community, we're all supporting them. Every time we buy a DLC, we're supporting them. So, yeah, I don't think you can just put all the blame on the developers and the publishers. I think we have to take a little bit of that blame ourselves, because we just keep accepting it, and everybody gets pissed off when you get a patch and they don't tell you what the patch is and the patch doesn't seem to fix anything, and then you buy a DLC and the DLC's broke, and then the same people you'll see online saying, I think they're going to fix it next week. They're not. They're not going to fix it next week. So many times the day-night cycle on the PS5 has come up, and it's still not fixed. And honestly, I personally don't feel it's ever going to get fixed. It's just not. They don't care. It's not a priority. They have other games. They're just not going to fix it. So the one thing that apparently I heard about this game is that TML for I don't know if it's this just for console or what, but basically the whole game is owned by Aerosoft. And I guess TML didn't have anything to do with this game at all for the console version, aside from having their name in the beginning of it. You know what I mean? Which I find a little strange to me. Like, you don't want anything to do with the game. You don't want to put it on console, but you're going to have your name on it. I understand that Aerosoft's their publisher, Aerosoft's their boss, blah, blah, blah. But I think they could have said, look it. Okay, fine. If you're going to port it to console, fine. If you're going to have this Zero Studios do it, fine. Put their name on it. Don't have our name associated with it. You know what I mean? We did the PC version. We're not going to do the console version, so we don't want our name associated with the console version. But instead, they put their name on it. So, for me personally, if you put your name on a product, that product is yours. So yes, that's why I will continue to blame TML, because their name is still associated with this product. Their name is on the game. I don't see that Zero anywhere. And interestingly enough, this developer Zero that ported the game over, I guess they mostly do mobile gaming. Okay? So, I gotta tell you, the fact that a team that normally does, phone games did this, it kind of impresses me a little bit. I don't think this is that bad for a game that a developer that makes mobile games did. It's not that bad. You know what I mean? But it's still not up to the quality that you would expect from a next-gen console game. You know what I mean? And again, like I said, as long as we keep buying the DLCs and we keep supporting them, nothing's going to change. And again, like I said, it's not just Aerosoft. It's any game out there that does this. Any publisher, any developer that does this, that their game is, not great, things don't get fixed, and we keep supporting them. So, yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Am I totally off base here? But I think that constantly complaining about things when they're not getting fixed, it's just like beating a dead horse, man. You know what I mean? It's it literally gets you nowhere. I mean, look at this game. It's gotten us nowhere. There's things in the game that are still broke that they won't be fixed, and there's zero communication. Again, they put out a patch and they screwed it up. PS5 still hasn't been reverted. Okay, so I can still go into Denmark right now if I want to. It's just strange, but yeah, that's how I feel. I feel that, you know, until we the consumer step up and say, look, we're not going to support you anymore. You keep putting out games like this. You don't fix them. You know, something has to be done. And yeah, I kind of feel that it's going to fall on us to just being fed up and saying, look, you know, we're not going to buy your products anymore because we know what we're going to get. So anyway, guys, that's where we're going to end this video today. I hope you enjoyed it, or at least found it interesting. And like I said, feel free to drop in the comments what you think about it. Yeah, I don't know. But if you did enjoy the video in any way, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and we'll see you next time.